Hello, I'm Linda McGuire, a professional musician, neuroscientist, and gerontologist. And today we are going to talk about singing, right? It's a great thing. Singing is such a natural use of the brain and the body to make sound, to sustain that sound, and to create messages through that sound. And why is it good for us? Well, we take in a deeper breath. We kind of tighten these areas that support the breath system and the diaphragm, which kind of escorts the sound. We press oxygen into our lungs, and we phonate like the vocal cords are like pressing through a reed, which pops a very tiny sound into our facial bones and other areas of the head that create all different dimensions of sound. And so they're muscles that are attached to our thoughts. So if you breathe in with kind of an anxiety or fear, la, you're going to hear anxiety and fear in that sound because it touches the diaphragm in a certain way and releases air in a certain way. Breathe in with hope, la, that's my hope sound. So the cognition, how we breathe in, affects the matrix of the sound that comes out. And that has a very specific signature that we interpret instinctively. So speaking is a very recent tool in the development and evolution of mankind, and it just uses a teeny little spots here for actual motor of the sound, of the words, and then making sense of the words is another little area. But when we sing, it's a whole different thing. All parts of the brain are activated. So it activates the brain, presses oxygen into the lungs. The brain is very oxygen greedy. We want that oxygen. And it sustains sound, so it's not chopped up like when we're speaking. That's kind of like a cantor in the Catholic Church. And there's a power and a health to sustaining a sound and staying in da 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 while we're speaking pages of information. So today we're going to talk about songs and helping you to find your voice, understand that if you can speak, you can sing. It's extended speech. It's not just speech, because remember, speech is just a tool. Singing is the whole brain and hundreds of muscles. You can speak and just be collapsed and not do, and you can sing like this, and that's about the way your voice will sound. That's not good. So when you inhale to sing My Country, my country, la 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 la. They're muscles that kind of engage, then they blow the air and the sound rolls into that air. That's the ticket. So you breath, engage, air first, and then the sound rolls into that, like this. La. So I breathed, engaged this kind of, I'm reluctant to say lock, you engage it. So you pick it up, you pick up the diaphragm, you pick up the musculature, push air out first, ah, and then you roll sound, air first, you roll sound out with air. Air and sound roll out together, but the air comes first. Okay, hope that makes sense. Just simple little tips on the difference between speaking and singing. If you can speak, you can sing. That's kind of a musical theater voice, right? Which is kind of like speaking, but it's still supported. So you can, and so you just don't want to have a collapsed system. It's engaged, and when you engage it, you engage the whole brain. Now, singing is like a drug. Why? Same reason a drug is like a drug. It releases endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, hormonal responses. It does more than drugs. It's a natural drug, and it does what drugs do. So that's good news, and it's available for everyone. So today I'm going to introduce an app that has it's kind of like a karaoke app. It's really hot off the shelves, but I endorse it 100% because it will put you through your paces and help you to learn new songs, help you to remember songs that you knew from the past, learn extra verses. You can also record yourself. You can change the pitch up and down. You can change the tempo faster or slower. You can use a guitar accompaniment, an orchestral accompaniment, or a piano accompaniment. Again, you can, 2,300 songs on this, and they're all different. If you took a million people and asked them to tick off the songs they knew, between those million, everyone would know like every song, all the most popular songs ever written or known, and they're constantly adding. So I'm going to introduce this to you. So before we start with picking songs to sing, you want to understand, some people have a small range, and there are songs that work with a small range. So there are a couple ways to find your range. Da, I can't go any lower. Da is kind of my low note. Da, da, da. Now I haven't sung yet today, so as a singer, that's where I don't even want to sing da, da. I'm kind of comfortable there. La, I don't have to work to make that sound. Da, la, la. So that's my range. And you can find that on a piano or a pitch pipe, or there's a pitch meter. But the da, 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 la, 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 la. Not quite 2 octaves. When I was singing professionally, I had a good 3 octaves. But that's because I was doing it professionally. So, but that's my range to start. And it's early in the morning, so I just stay on the low side of what I can do. Here's another way to do it. My voice is low, da, da. So I'm about as low as I'm going to sing as well. Da, my vo, la, and that's a chest voice. There's a lot of buzz in my hands. Ba. If you can't find that buzz, you can tap yourself lightly and it will pop out for you. Listen. Da. Here it gets louder. I can send my sound into that loudness because I know it's there. It's just I have to use a little more squeezing a little bit. The diaphragm is a big muscle that separates the lungs and the heart from the rest of the organs, from the oxygenated organs, the brain, heart, and lungs, oxygen greedy. Oh gosh, the brain itself takes about 35% of the oxygen, maybe more if you give it to it. And the heart and lungs are very oxygen dependent as well. You want to stay oxygenated to keep those things healthy. So the diaphragm separates those when you're collapsed or sleeping. It's, it's kind of, and it spreads in a direction. So da, da, da. So it just presses up a little bit to just send a little bit of air through while it's pressing air into the lungs. Very healthy. And so da, nga. So there's a lot of resonance in this chest cavity. It's like the washboard of the body. Down, 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 wow, wow, wow. Lots of sound here, right? Da, da, here comes the bride, la, 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 la. And when you go to that here comes the bride, that's pretty much the bottom of what they call the head voice. So we have chest voice, ba, here comes. That's the bottom of la, the Julia Child voice that I've talked about in the past. And if Julia Child was singing, that's what she would do with her voice. So there's just, this Julia Child School of Fine Singing I talk about. So this, singing is good for everyone. Children do it, adults do it, dementia patients do it, don't they now? They remember songs. They remember tunes. We remember songs. We remember tunes. What stops us is the words. And that's where this app is going to help us. So I want to talk to you about the process of learning. Resurrecting an old song It's the most wonderful la 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 la. We know the tune la 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 la. We could sing that all day, right? We know these tunes. It's the words that shut us down. So even the words to the first verse of something, right? Like the American anthem we pretty well know, but there are many songs that we would sing if we were comfortable singing them. And this app helps you find that comfort. So there are a couple ways to do it. You could go when you're learning an old song, you could listen to someone sing it first. This app has that. You can go in and look at the words, listen to the accompaniment and look at the words and say, oh, yeah. You could sing, you can hum along for as long as you want. And so it's a process. You want to layer it together like layers of a cake. And if you want to sing, if you want to catch that bus, you have to go to the bus stop. Now this app is called Wurrly, WURRLY.com. And the manufacturers of this app contacted me after a study that I did with aging and dementia patients, normal aging and dementia patients, using singing to improve cognition. And I had 5 research assistants, we had hundreds of patients, and we found cognition. We had a pilot study, a 5-month-long study, and 3 to 5 times a week we were giving them an hour of singing, Sound of Music, and all sorts of Danny Boy, and I Could Have Danced All Night, and wonderful songs, as well as some religious songs as well. So that improves cognition. But so how to help you to do that? Caregivers have a very difficult time managing dementia patients, and there's a lot of that, pain in that, in the caregivers, confusion and frustration, not being able to be in charge of the caregiving process. Well, music helps manage dementia patients, and so it's a tool for caregivers to oxygenate themselves. When you sing, there's all sorts of resonance that in the chest is very good for the heart and lungs. It stimulates them. As you go up, you're going to feel it in the back of your la, 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 la. So all the cells that are in your brainstem and the cerebellum, the motor area, they're being kind of shaken. And, if there's anything ready to come out to help you have a better brain, it's going to shake it right out of the trees, right? While you're oxygenating. So it's a win-win-win. As you go up higher, la, 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 the Julia child, there's a pituitary gland right where that resonance goes. So where there's resonance, there's movement. Where there's movement, there's action. Shaking the neurotransmitters out of the trees, as it were. And as you go higher, it's in the temples, you can feel your temples buzzing, la 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 la, right? And that, again, stimulates tissue and pathways and dendrites, and all sorts of things are released, dopamine specifically. So when we sing, we don't have to micromanage it with our jaws. I had one of my best teachers, it's breath and it's placement and nothing in between. So we can make sound la, that's not very pretty, but if we bring that back to 80%, listen, la, that's prettier. If we bring it back to 60, la, it's alluring. And it's also good while you're still pressing that oxygen in. That's all the little tips of, it's so simple. And the more I know about singing, the simpler it gets. So let's look at this app. It's got a little circular, insignia, which is excellent. It's got a home. It's got a string of simple home and featured songs, things that people have done recently. Nobody Love, Ain't No Sunshine, songs that we all know. The Way You Look Tonight, the way way you look tonight. I know I kind of have a little bits and pieces of many of these songs. Jesus and Gravity. That's a Dolly Parton. And it tells how many people have watched it, and if there are a lot of comments and a lot of watches, you've lost that loving feeling. Let's look at one real quick. Here's a guy, you've lost that loving feeling. You can record these. You can practice them, rehearse them. Now, not everybody, here's one with a guitar. Right, so someone's practiced that, but they're also, you can also do videos with them now. And so how delightful that is to put together a video with a loved one and show it to grandchildren. You can get a link to it. There's no cost for this either. And so the owners are grateful to be able to make this program available for elderly and caregivers and children, and so it's all about the love and joy of music. And what a nice world it is when you don't have to buy everything, huh? So like I say, there are 2,300 songs. Let's do one. So when we start singing, let's say there's songs that have a limited range, like My Conduct 'Tis of Thee, or the God Bless the Queen, I think it's the British version. Da 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 bum. Pretty narrow range, like 6, 7 notes, right? As opposed to da 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 la la la. That's a big range. So you don't want to jump into a song that's beyond your ability to enjoy it and sustain it. So that's the idea. So when you go, there's a little search bar. And for whatever reason, it's freezing on me, but it works. This app only works on iPhone, iPads, Apple products right now, and it takes a fairly strong internet connection. So that's what we need when we do that. Let me make sure that I'm online. You know, it took me several times to come to this app to be able to use it, so I just kept going to the bus stop. And lo and behold, here it is. So I'm going to create one. So these are some songs that are out there just in the last day or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. You can follow people that are your favorites. And you can also, so there's one song at a time that comes along, and there are different categories. There's featured, there's pop, there's country, there's hip hop, R&B, jazz, oldies, standards, traditional, musicals, spiritual, classical, family, dance, Euro, any number of possibilities here. And so you'll see a song. Let's see, here's Frank Sinatra, I Get a Kick Out of You. So there's a little star. I like that. You can say, oh, hey, I like that song. So you can put it as a favorite. You can listen to other people singing it. Here's one a guy who had 23 comments. So, you know, he might be all right, you know. So it should go. There's usually an intro.
I get no kick from champagne.
I want you to do this, right?
Does it thrill me at all?
Pretty good, huh? So you can learn a song by hearing someone else sing it. Not Frank Sinatra, someone who loves this song enough to put it on Whirly. And it will tell you how many recordings of that one. There are 91 recordings of this. You don't have to listen to all 91, but you want to, I've Got You Under My Skin, 198 recordings. So you can refamiliarize yourself with songs. Then if you want to record this, you press the little microphone button on the side, and it goes into this arena where you have a piano, a full band, or a guitar. You have options. So let's do it with a piano. And then, now, here's the big question, what key? I get a kick, da, da, da. That's too low for me, right? You can put it up. Da, 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 right? You can also make it slower. Hey, I get a kick out of champagne. right? So there's a lot of options here. Basically, you have 3 choices of piano, guitar, or full band. You can go up and down by whole steps, 12 whole steps in the lower or 12 whole steps higher. That's a big selection to choose from, and you can make it faster or slower. It has 7 degrees of tempo. Exciting. So how do we deal with that? So we have our, this is our La, where I'm at now, Edelweiss, Edelweiss. That's a small range. My speaking voice is the initial da. So let's find Edelweiss. Okay, so you go into the search, and E-D-E-L, you better show up. Okay, there it is. Edelweiss, The Sound of Music, 250 recordings. Let's make our own, okay? So I'm in a low voice. I'm going to do it low this morning. Maybe a little. It's too slow, so I'm going to speed it up. Edelweiss, every morning you greet me small. It's too high, right? Bright, you look happy to me. It's too fast. Bloom and glow, bloom and... I don't know if I like that key either. I'm going to try one lower. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. That's good enough for me. I think I'm going to try it that way. I don't remember all the words to this song, do I? But this will help me, right? Here we go. So I'm ready. This is going to record me too. If you can see, whoops, there I am. Well, where did I go? Oh, here I am. Oh, well, however it works, I can show you from the back. There you go. Here I am, and you're with me. How's that? Whoa. Are we ready? Let's do it. It says to use headphones, but we're not going to do that now. It's with the guitar. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to meet me, etc. So I can stop it there, and that's all I'll get, or I can go through the entire song. Review and edit, it says, or sing it again, you know? And if you weren't here, I would sing it again. But let's review and edit this to show you how this works. So you have the voice on this side and the instrumentation on that side, and you want to listen to it. So you press the play. Come on, come to mama, you can do it. Yeah, it's a little slow, but that's okay. You can change, and there are 5 different... That's more orchestra. That's more voice, right? And there are 5 different kind of adjustments to the sound. You can do it rock star. Come on. It just changes the, right. Got a little more bite to it and a little more resound to it. This is a vintage. This changes the color, I think, and it gives it kind of an older sound. You know how you hear tiny voices? And this bumps up the voice to a diva. So a lot of options on this wonderful app. You can change the background color as well. And then you can make a film, right? So what are some songs we can use with this? So after we do this Edelweiss, and we've kind of warmed up the lower voice, we can use this app over and over again, make our own recordings. It will be registered on your profile on this app. So what is the point? To get you singing. Singing is happy. It's healthy. You have to have a happy heart to sing. And you have to, be committed to going to the bus stop as many times until the bus just comes. So it took me several times to get used to this. And so there are all sorts of songs I wrote. One is a very popular one, Danny Boy. Do we know the words to all the verses? So that's what this one does, and that's very good for the brain to not just remember the kind of the tune, but to bring the words back, and that brings us back. And it resurrects us, and it engages us. Shall we gather at the river, over the rainbow, somewhere over the rainbow? That's a much wider range, isn't it? Let's find, oh, what a beautiful morning, because that's a great one for elderly and everyone. Many people could do well to return. I got to get out of here. Oh my. Well, ha. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Maybe it's more than the moon. See, I forget the words. That's what this app's going to help me. I'm going to tell you some other songs on this. And What a Wonderful World. I hear ta la 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 la. I know the tune. La 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 for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. La la la. Okay, now you want to go back. That's it. Other songs too. If I had this app, I'd be singing these songs all afternoon, and it would help me remember those words. I would put this down and walk away with those words. Can't smile without you. Don't know the rest of the words, but I know the tune to sing. La 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 la. So this is the perfect escort. Wurrly.com. WURRLY.com. It's a free application. It's a powerful one too, to help you and to help your children, your friends, your caregivers, your parties, your state of mind, your state of health, your oxygen level, your resonance. When the tissue is stimulated, it's more activated. That's what we're doing for the brain, heart, lungs, brainstem, bones of the face, right? And so music and singing especially has the power to do that. Shall we gather? Shall we gather at the river where bright angels' feet have trod? I'm not sure of the words. This will tell me what the words are, and I could just sing it. So that's the deal. Let's go tell it on the mountain. Old Man River, I could have danced all night. Que sera, sera, you'll never walk alone. What a Wonderful World, Born Free, the Beatles, the Carpenters, the Rolling Stones, Alicia Keys, Kenny Rogers, Elton John, John Denver. They're all on this app. So I strongly suggest you try to track it down and start playing with it and sing. If you sing an hour, 45 minutes, an hour a day, that's a great beginning. And people love singing. So share your abilities with others. They'll grow. And guess what? It comes right back to you. Have a great day and enjoy your own singing voice with Wurrly.com. And email me, let me know how it goes. All best.